Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Mariah and welcome to Yoga with Mariah. So we're going to do a gentle morning yoga flow. It's going to be energizing. It's going to give you positive energy throughout the day. So you'll need a block, maybe a blanket if you'd like to use that. And yes, we'll get started. All right everyone, so we're going to start laying on our backs. So let's start in Savasana. Now, in Savasana, we have our legs extended out in front of us. Now, if this doesn't feel good on your lower back, then you can bend your knees and then knock your knees together, and then that will release the lower back. So wherever you're at in your practice, just be patient with yourself and just notice how you feel. So as we connect with our breath here, we feel our body, we connect with our breath, and we'll do 3 inhalations and exhalations in through the nose and out through the mouth. So inhale through the nose, and then exhale out all the air. Inhale through the nose, exhale out through the mouth. Inhale through the nose, and exhale out all the air. Just come to regular breathing here in through the nose, out through the nose. Long, deep inhalations, long, deep exhalations. Now, if Ujjayi is in your practice today, you'll start cultivating that now by constricting the back of your throat on an inhalation and on your exhalation. Now, if Ujjayi is not in your practice, that's okay. Just come to regular breathing in through the nose, out through the nose. And then we'll bring the right knee into our chest for Ekapada Apanasana, placing both hands on your right shin. Flex the left toes, press the left thigh bone down into the mat. Just feel your body as you breathe. Become present in this moment. And then take your left hand by your left hip on the mat for a little bit more support. And as your right hand is placed on your right shin, you'll take that right knee out to the side for a gentle hip opener here. And keep that left leg nice and active, drawing the navel towards the spine here. And like opening up a book, you'll close your right knee, close the book back to center, and then we'll do the other side. So you'll switch the legs, so release the right leg down, left leg pulls into the chest. Flex the right foot, press the right thigh bone down into the mat as you hug that left knee into the chest. Pressing both shoulder blades into the mat gently. And then bring your right hand on to the mat, right next to your hip, as a little bit of support here. As you take that left knee out to the left, bringing that left knee closer to your armpit as you feel that left hip open. Just a gentle hip opener here. As it is the morning, we want to just notice how we feel. And then bring that left knee back into the center like a book. You're closing that book. Bring both knees into the chest for Apanasana. One hand on each shin and rock side to side, massaging your lower back. Now I'll give you 2 options for your legs. You can first place both knees or place both feet flat on the mat with your knees bent for a little bit of a gentler lower back. Or you can extend your legs out to the mat, and we'll do a little bit of core here. So you'll inhale, lift your arms up to overhead, and you reach your fingertips as if you're taking a big stretch. And then exhale, you're going to bring that right knee into the chest. Hug that right knee in. And then inhale, lift your arms, extend the right leg down. Exhale, bring the left knee into the chest, hug that left knee in. Then inhale, lift the arms and release the leg down. And then this time we'll do a little bit of core here. So you'll inhale here, and then exhale, hug the right knee into the chest and lift the shoulder blades off the mat. Hold here a little bit as you draw the navel towards the spine and use your core. Inhale, lift the arms up overhead, and we'll do the other side. Exhale, lift the shoulder blades off the mat and hug the left knee in. Lift your shoulder blades a little bit higher. We're not crunching from the neck, we're crunching from the core. Inhale, lift your arms up overhead. Exhale, hug the right knee into the chest, shoulder blades lift. Inhale, lift your arms up overhead, stretch your fingertips. Exhale, left knee in towards your chest, shoulder blades lift off the mat. Inhale, lift your arms up overhead. We'll do it one more time. Exhale, right knee to the chest. Inhale, lift the arms up overhead. Exhale, lift the left knee to the chest. Inhale, lift the arms up overhead. Stay here for a moment as you stretch your body here. And then bring your knees one by one towards your chest for Apanasana. Rock side to side, massaging your lower back. Feel the earth beneath you as it grounds you. And we'll do a gentle twist here. So extend your arms like a T, palms face up towards the ceiling. Reach your arms vigorously away from each other. Inhale behind your heart center and exhale, release the knees towards the left elbow. Now, if this doesn't feel good on your lower back in the morning, you're more than welcome to grab a pillow or a block and place it under between your thighs. So inhale here. Exhale, release the right hip away from the right shoulder. You can look up towards the ceiling, look towards the right. Now we're just going to do a little bit of thoracic movement here. So you can stay in your twist, or you can exhale, reach your right arm, and then inhale, close the right hand to meet the left. So you're closing like a book. And then exhale, reach your right arm and open up like a twist in your twist here. Inhale, right hand meets your left. Exhale, come back into your twist and broaden through the collarbones. Do a few more on your own. So you inhale, right hand to the left hand, and let your neck and body follow. Exhale, open up your wings. Inhale, close. Exhale, open. Inhale, close. Exhale, open up your wings. And now here in your open twist, we're going to switch to the other side. So hug the belly in and bring your knees a bit closer to your chest to protect the lower back. Then bring your knees back to center, and then drop your knees towards the right elbow. And as you inhale here, lengthen. Exhale, release the left hip away from the left shoulder. Now you can stay here in your twist, or you can inhale, bring your left hand to meet the right. Exhale, open up your arms, broaden through the collarbones. Inhale, left arm to the right arm. Exhale, open up, and just do 3 more on your own. And if you did the other side, you can always place a pillow or a block between the thighs to relieve the lower back. And as as we find our way back into our open twist, hug the belly in, bring the knees a little closer to the chest. Inhale, come back to center. Bring both hands on your shins, rock side to side, and then roll off to the right side. And we'll come up to a squat. So we're gonna go into Malasana. So bring your feet as wide as your mat, and then bring your toes out, heels at an angle. And from here, you're just gonna bring your hips down towards the mat. And this is a really pretty open hip opener here. So if you have tight hips or hamstrings, you might wanna bring your hands forward onto the mat or onto blocks and come up on your balls of your feet. Whatever feels good, we wanna protect the knee and the hips here. And then just rock side to side or find some stillness here in your Malasana squat. As you lift the chest here, if your hips are sinking low, then you'll place your hands on the mat in front of you, rock forward, so shift forward, tuck your chin, and then straighten your legs for a Uttanasana forward fold. So you'll have a generous bend in your knees here. Release the crown of the head towards the mat, and I invite you to rock side to side. And relax the back of your neck. Wherever you're at in your practice, just even out the weight in the feet if you have your knees bent. Now from here, in your forward fold, bend your knees. And you're going to inhale, roll yourself up like a ragdoll, slowly, vertebrae by vertebrae. Leaving your head to come up last. Taking your time slowly. And when we meet up in a standing position, you'll roll your shoulders up and back. Roll them up and back. Becoming aware of your body here. Draw circles with your shoulders. And if you'd like, you can even draw circles with your arms. Or wherever you're at, if you'd like to just draw circles with your shoulders, you can. We open up the front body, the back body. Breath by breath. Now we find some stillness here. Roll your wrists. Feel the cracking and popping. And then walk to the front of your mat. Bring your feet hip distance apart and parallel them. Root down into your feet. Root down in the four corners of your feet. Now firm the outer hips into the midline and lift the frontal hip bones up as you release the top of the buttock flesh down. So keep that engagement in the quads here. We're finding a foundation for our mountain pose. Release the shoulders away from the ears, palm face the front of the room. As you inhale, lift the arms up overhead. Parallel your arms, palms face each other. As you reach the fingertips up towards the ceiling, exhale, hinging from the hips, forward fold, Uttanasana. You can have a generous bend in your knees. Inhale, halfway, Ardha Uttanasana. Place your hands on the mat, blocks, or on your shins. Exhale, release, forward fold. Inhale, root down into your feet, rise up with a flat back. Parallel your arms, or you can have your palms touch. Exhale, release your hands by your side. Grow a little taller. We'll do it 2 more times. Inhale your arms up to the sky. You can parallel your arms or palms may touch. Exhale, hinging from the hips. Forward fold, Uttanasana. Release the crown of the head, relax the neck. Inhale, halfway, Ardha Uttanasana. Draw the belly in and up. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, touch the side of the room, rise up with a flat back. Palms parallel or to touch. Exhale, release your hands by your side. Palms face the front of the room. Inhale your arms up to the sky. Exhale, hinging from the hips, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway, Ardha Uttanasana. Crown of the head reaches away from the tailbone. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Even weight in the feet. Inhale, touch the side of the room, rise up with a flat back. Firming the outer arms in. Exhale, release your hands by your side. Now we'll add on. Inhale, your arms up to the sky. Exhale, hinging from the hips, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway, lift the chest. Exhale, bend your knees. Put more weight into the left foot. Step your right foot back, high lunge. Now check to see that your left knee is tracking in line with the left ankle. We want to protect the knee here. Reaching the chest forward. Exhale, place the back knee down on the mat or on a blanket. Untuck the back toes. And from here, you may even just stay here. This is a pretty good hip opener. So I invite you to stay here if this is good for you this morning. Or you can come up on your front knee and come into a low lunge. You can stay here with your hands on your knees or reach your arms up to the sky for Anjaneyasana. We'll take 3 breaths here. As you pull that left hip back, right hip forward, lift the frontal hip bones up as you release the tailbone down. Reach to the fingertips, broaden through the collarbones, and then exhale, release the hands down. Now from here, root your palms down into the mat. So it's okay if you squish your body down. We want your palms to be rooted down. As you tuck the back toes, lift the back leg up, and then round your upper back. Step your left foot back to downward facing dog. We're not going to be here too long. It's just a brief downward facing dog. From here, lift the right leg up and exhale. Step your right foot by your right thumb. We'll do the other side. So make sure that the right knee is tracking in line with the right ankle. You might have to scoop back or forward wherever you're at. And then from here in your high lunge, reach the chest forward. Place the back knee down on the mat or on a blanket. Untuck the back toes. You can stay here in this low lunge with your hands down. Or you can come up on your front knee for your low lunge. Other options here is to lift the arms up to the sky for Anjaneyasana as we stay here for 3 breaths. Pull that right hip back, left hip forward. Release the top of the buttock down so you're not arching in the lower back. As you lift through the back ribs, soften the lower ribs in. And then exhale, release your hands down. Frame the front foot. Charge the back leg. Now this time we'll come up on our fingertips. So once you're in your high lunge on your fingertips, you're going to bend the back knee, use that as a spring, and step your left foot to the front of the mat. Inhale halfway for Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Release the crown of the head. Inhale, touch the side of the room, rise up like the rising sun. Palms may touch. Exhale, hands by your hips. Grow a little taller. Inhale, your arms up to the sky. Firm the outer arms in. Exhale, hinging from the hips, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, bend your knees, plant your hands down next to your feet or on the blocks, and step your left foot back, high lunge. Now we'll stay here in our high lunge. You're more than welcome to use your 2 blocks here. And as you're here in your high lunge, you're pressing that left thigh bone back nice and straight, so you're balancing on the left ball of the foot. Make sure that the right knee is tracking in line with the right ankle as you press that right heel down into the mat. Hug that right hip in. Reach your chest forward. Lengthen the back of your neck. Now place your left hand down on the mat or on a block and lift your right arm up for a twist. Again, you can always modify and place the back knee down on the mat. If not, and you want to challenge, lift into a high lunge. As you open up that right wingspan, that opening right here, as broad and through the collarbones. So you're not twisting from the neck, you're twisting from the spine. Still hug that right hip in. Press that left thigh bone back nice and straight. Rolling that right rib back, left rib forward. And then exhale, release your hand down towards the mat. Press both hands down and we'll step back into downward facing dog. We'll be here for a brief moment as you root down into the circumference of your hand, firm the outer arms in. Lift your left leg up. Exhale, knee to nose, round your upper back, step your left foot by your left thumb, high lunge. Now you can stay here in your high lunge or place the back knee down wherever you're at. Be sure that the left knee is tracking in line with the left ankle. Press weight into the left heel as you press that right thigh bone back nice and straight. Reach the chest forward. Right hand down on the mat or on the block. Lift your left arm up to the sky for a twist. Stay here for a couple of moments. Make sure not to twist from the neck. Twist from the back, your body. So you're rolling that left rib back, right rib forward. Reaching the crown of the head towards the front of the room. Broadening through the collarbones. And then you're hugging that left hip into the midline so your hip doesn't jut out. And then one more breath here. And then place the top hand down on the mat. Root your palms down. And then we'll step our left foot back into downward facing dog. We'll be here just for a second here as you breathe in. And exhale out all the air. Come up on your tiptoes, bend your knees, step to the front of the mat. Inhale halfway, Ardha Uttanasana, lifting the belly in and up. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana, releasing the crown of the head. Inhale, touch the side of the room, rise up with a flat back. Parallel your arms or palms may touch. Exhale, hands by your hips. Getting a little spicy here. Inhale your arms up to the sky. Exhale, hinging from the hips, forward fold, Uttanasana. Now from here, your Uttanasana, bend your knees and then sit back into Utkatasana, chair pose. Inhale, lift your arms up overhead. We'll be here just for a moment. As you put more weight into the heels, send your hips back. Release the tailbone down. And then exhale, release the hands down, forward fold. Inhale, halfway, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, bend your knees, plant your hands down, and you can step your feet back into your plank pose. Now, in plank pose, shoulders are in line with the wrists. You can always modify by placing both knees on the mat. It is early in the morning. So hug the belly in, release the tailbone down towards the heels and broaden through the collarbones. Inhale here. Exhale, release down halfway, hugging the outer arms into the midline. I invite you to hover here for just a moment. Build some strength and then exhale, release down to your belly. Now place your hands by your lower ribs. Press the tops of the feet down into the mat as you lift the kneecaps up. Inhale, coil your chest off the mat for low cobra. Hold low cobra for just a moment. As you draw the shoulders away from the ears, hugging the outer arms into the midline, reaching the crown of the head towards the front of the room, then exhale, release down. Inhale, coil your chest off the mat for low cobra. Do this 3 more times. Exhale, release. Inhale, chest lifts from low cobra, elbows point back. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, chest lifts, kneecaps lift. Exhale, lower down. One more time. Inhale for low cobra. You can stay here in your low cobra, or you can straighten the elbows and come up into your upward facing dog. Drawing the shoulders away from your ears, thighs and hips should be off the mat. Gaze forward, and then exhale, lift your hips up and back into downward facing dog. Now we'll be here for a few breaths this time as you root down into the circumference of your hand. Lift your forearms off the mat and firm the outer arms in. Now if you're rounding your upper back in your downward facing dog, you can always bend the knees to lengthen the spine. Now reach the crown of the head away from the tailbone. Now from here, lift your right leg up hip height, square the hips, point the right toes down. You can stay here in your three-legged dog, or you can open up the hip, but I invite you to do whatever feels good to you this morning. Then exhale, come back into three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose, round your upper back. Step your right foot by your right thumb, so you're scooping that belly in. From here, scoot your left foot to the left just a little bit so that it's hips distance apart. And then place that back heel down, so you're spinning on that back heel, pivot that back heel. So you're rooting down in the outer edge of that back foot. It's nicely down. We're coming into warrior one. So come light on your fingertips, draw the belly in. Place your hands on the front knee. Rise up for Virabhadrasana, one leg. Here, you're pressing into the front heel, pulling that right hip back as much as you can as you roll that left thigh forward. You can stay here or inhale your arms up to the sky. As you lift the frontal hip bones up, you're pressing that left thigh bone back nice and straight, lifting through the back ribs. And then straighten, inhale, straighten the front leg. Feel that outer edge of that back heel and that foot root down. Find that warrior. Inhale here and then exhale, bend your knee. We'll do it 2 more times. Inhale, straighten the front leg. Exhale, bend in the front knee. Inhale, straighten the front leg. Exhale, bend in the front knee, and then release the hands down. Spin on the back toes, root your palms down, scoop the belly in, and step your right foot back into a plank. Again, you can always modify your poses, or you can bend your elbows, shift forward for a chaturanga. Elbows in line with your wrists. Inhale, straighten the elbows, untuck the back toes. And then exhale, lift your hips up and back into downward facing dog. And we'll do the other side as you take a couple breaths here. Connect with your body. Connect with your breath. Now lift the left leg up. Hip height, square the hips, point the toes down. You can stay here or bend the knee and open up the hip, whatever you feel like doing this morning. And then square off the hips, come back into three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose, round your upper back. Scoot the belly in, shoulders in line with the wrist, and step your left foot by your left thumb. High lunge. Now from here, you might want to shorten up your stance or make it longer wherever you're at. You're going to hop the right foot a little bit to the right to give that width, that hip distance. Then place the right foot down onto the mat. So you're rooting that right foot down. Your heel is at an angle, heel to heel alignment. Hug the belly in and come up onto the thigh. So you're bringing your hands to the front knee and lifting the chest up. Now here in your warrior one legs, you're pulling that left hip back, rolling the right hip forward as much as you can. Now you'll notice my back leg caved in. So lift the frontal hip bones up and then press that right thigh bone back nice and straight. You can stay here or lift the arms up to the sky. Inhale, straighten the front leg. Find that energy up through the body. Exhale, bend in the front knee. Inhale, straighten the legs. Kneecaps lift. And then exhale, bend in the front knee. Place the hands down. Frame the front foot. Come up on the back ball of the foot. So you're in your high lunge. Root your palms down. Scoop the belly in and step the left foot into plank. You go through your vinyasa or skip it into downward facing dog. But we will meet in downward facing dog. Now here in your downward facing dog, take a few breaths here. As you reach the crown of the head away from the tailbone. Keep rooting down into your palms, firming the outer arms in. And place both knees on the mat. Come down and place your sit bones on your heels. Now, if this doesn't feel good to you, you can always come into a cross-legged Sukhasana, easy pose. And I invite you to even pause the video and do a small meditation, connecting with your body, connecting with your breath, where you can swing your legs forward and continue with us. As you come up to and scoot your bum to the front of the mat, bring your feet hips distance apart and parallel, and place your hands on each shin. And here you're going to scoop the belly in and lean back, drawing the shoulders away from the ears, lengthen the back of the neck, and take a couple breaths here. Now we're going to be rolling down onto our back. So if you want a little bit more support, you can bring one shin or one forearm down and then the other. If not, release your shins, bring your arms forward, palms face each other, scoot the belly in and roll down, using your core vertebrae by vertebrae. Slowly with control. And then once you find your way onto your back, we're going to do a twist here. So you are more than welcome to do your gentle twist. So if you bring your both knees into your chest, you can come into your gentle twist that we did in the beginning of our class. If you'd like a deeper twist, then cross your right knee over your left knee. Take your arms like a T, palms face up. Scoot your hips towards the right. And then exhale, bring the knees towards the left elbow. You can look up towards the ceiling or gaze towards the right hand. Wherever you're at in your practice, just notice how you feel. As we bring the energy throughout our day. And as we keep doing these twists during our practice, we stimulate the digestive system. We stimulate our internal organs and the energy throughout the day. And then gaze back up towards the ceiling. And from here, hug the belly in, bring your knees a little closer to your chest. Inhale, come back to center. And then if you had your legs crossed, uncross the legs, and then set your hips back to center. Lift your knees back towards your chest, cross the left knee over the right knee. Scoot your hips towards the left, and then exhale, release the knees towards the right elbow. You can gaze up towards the ceiling or gaze towards the left. And just notice how you feel as we become aware of our body, our mind, our breath. As we wake ourselves up for this beautiful day ahead. And as we let go of the past and let go of the future, we have this beautiful positive energy. Gaze up back to the ceiling. Hug the belly and bring the knees a little closer to the chest. Inhale, come back to center. Uncross the legs. Place both feet on the mat and lift your hips to center your hips. Now we'll do Apanasana here. So bring the knees back in towards your chest. Rock side to side, massaging your lower back. Now, you're more than welcome to do other poses here like Happy Baby or knee circles or whatever your body needs this morning. You are more than welcome to do whatever you feel. And from here, place both feet flat on the mat and then extend your legs out and we'll come into our Savasana. So bring your legs wider than your mat. And I invite you to bring your arms wider than 40-degree angle. So just lay there like a starfish, palms face up, rolling the inner upper arms up towards the ceiling. Snuggle your shoulder blades down the back to lift the chest. And we'll be here for a brief Shavasana as we soften the muscles in between our eyebrows, soften the cheeks and the lips as we melt into the earth beneath us. We feel the energy and the frequencies around us. We invite positivity. We invite kindness, compassion, empathy, and love into our bodies, mind, and our souls. For our Shavasana. Deepen your breath. Wiggle your toes, wiggle your fingers, a little bit of movement back into the body. Inhale your arms up overhead, giving yourself a nice body stretch here. And then bend your knees, roll off to the right side. And you'll press your left hand into the mat and come up to a comfortable seated position. As you sit up with a straight spine, place your hands to heart center. Place your thumbs to third eye. And namaste. All right, everyone. So that was our good morning flow. So if you liked my video, please like below. If you'd like to subscribe to my channel, please subscribe. And we'll see you next week. Bye, everyone.